Working with the milling machine can turn your workshop into a messy battlefield pretty quickly. These machines are notorious for scattering hot chips in every direction. Add a flood cooling system and it's like the milling machine is throwing a party, splashing cooling water all over the place. The cooling water almost clings to the machining tools, especially slitting saws and end mills, and flings it everywhere, turning cleanup into a constant battle. In this video, I'll share the solution I came up with to tame my milling machine's chaotic chip throwing habit and keep the mess under control. To solve this problem, I repurposed a large plastic storage container by cutting away the front and part of the sides to keep the milling machine's controls easily accessible. Using a plastic container has the advantage of providing a waterproof catchment area for cooling fluid. I mounted the milling machine onto the base of this container to prevent chips from scattering behind the workbench where they are difficult to clean up. Now, any scattered chips and coolant stay within the container, though some may still escape through the front. To solve this, I created custom guards that attach to the front and back of the milling vise. These guards effectively catch flying chips and coolant, directing onto the milling table for easy cleanup. The guards attach to the milling vise using modified Allen bolts with brass thumb grips, making them easy to tighten and loosen by hand. To simplify installation and removal, the guards have slots that slide over these bolts. The rear guard has a bend designed to deflect coolant back onto the milling table, where it drains into the flood cooling system. The front guard serves a similar purpose, catching chips and coolant flying toward the front. It is separate from the rear guard, so I can easily remove it when setting up a workpiece or when it obstructs the tool. The rear guard stays in place most of the time, but can quickly be removed if it obstructs a larger workpiece. One major advantage of mounting the guards onto the vise is that the workspace automatically adjusts to accommodate larger workpieces. If you think this is a great idea, vote for it by clicking the like button. I'll be tracking the popularity of each idea and will share the results in an upcoming video. Let's see how it works in action. When side milling with an end mill, the chips get scored by the guards and drop onto the milling table, where I can easily clean them up. And there are no chips flying around in the workshop. Nice! Face milling is another operation that tends to send hot chips flying across the workshop. But with the guards in place, these chips are effectively caught and directed towards the milling table. This is especially useful if, like me, you have a manual feed on your milling machine and don't have the option to stand back to avoid the spray of hot chips. Now, here's a demo with a slitting saw. Watch how the guards contain the coolant and chips, keeping the workspace clean. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. You're the reason I make these videos, and your support helps me to keep going. I hope you found this idea useful and can put it to good use in your DIY workshop. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay updated whenever I release new videos. A huge thank you to all my current subscribers. Your support truly means the world to me and makes it possible for me to continue creating more content. Thank you. and I'll see you next time.